Rising sea levels caused by global warming will have ominous and far-reaching consequences. Floods are increasingly likely. Outside Amsterdam, airplanes land on runways that are 3 meters below sea level and sinking. In fact, more than half of the Netherlands sits below sea level. So the Dutch government is taking steps to climate-proof the country for the next 200 years.
This nondescript field in the Noordvaart region of Holland is actually ground zero for the coming war against rising water and climate change. In this part of the country, the government is spending some $2 billion to take farmland and turn it into the river. The dikes you see in the distance are going to be lowered and in places removed so that the river beyond can flow in, flooding this farmland and relieving pressure downstream, lowering the river by some 3 feet.
The Dutch are masters of water management, yet even centuries of experience diverting, pumping, and blocking water can't prevent every calamity. In 1953, a killer storm flooded hundreds of square miles and left more than 1,800 people dead. The disaster ushered in a new era of fortification. Colossal storm surge barriers were built. During high tides and severe storms, the barrier gates are closed, keeping inland areas safe from the violence of the North Sea. To the Dutch, rising seas are nothing new. For millennia, sea levels have been inching, technically millimetering, upwards. But recently, the rise has accelerated thanks to global warming. Even in well-fortified countries like the Netherlands, that change is cause for alarm. In September, the government formed Delta Committee, a task force set up to avert a Katrina-scale disaster in the future. To do so, the Delta Committee recommends aggressive steps. They want to push the coastline outward by as much as 4 kilometers. They want huge new storm surge barriers, bolstered levees, and closed-off tidal rivers. The Rhine is especially worrisome. It flows freely in and out of Rotterdam, which makes the port city especially vulnerable to flooding. Even floatable residential complexes are being considered. These coastal protection techniques serve as a model for low-lying cities around the world, because the water is coming into Copenhagen, Los Angeles, Manila, London, New York, San Francisco, Tokyo, and the Dutch water masters want to make sure that their country stays dry.